Welcome to Score Screaming Show. I don't know what episode this is.
This will be episode 6. So
we lost the footage.
For episode 6, 7.
6, 7, so we gotta redo them.
And we record them
like
6 to 8 months ago.
6 or 7 months ago. Recorded the first one was posted in June.
Yeah, so we were playing it a lot in June of last year, and then things got busy. So you guys are getting those episodes now, so this seems like a new playthrough to you, but for us, now it's a new playthrough for us, because it's been a while.
So yeah, it's a good thing we're going through the stuff we've already done, because I don't remember.
Yeah, so the setup to this point was, like, first for the new guy in school, we almost hit Ruka with our bike, which she's the ghost child.
That's
the game
right.
makes it very clear that she's a child.
That's right.
Even though the guy's like, oh, I felt aroused.
Yeah, she has a root.
She has, yeah, so, great.
But we can't do it yet.
Yeah, so she's...
Oh, hey, we recorded that on my birthday.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew where to start. So, the audience, I think in part 5, we mentioned all the footage for part 4 was gone. And that's because it was, but I went through and I replayed the entire game listening to our audio. So you have footage for part 4 now. And the only reason I knew where to start was because I think at the end of part 3, you were like, or the part 3 or part 4 you mentioned was your birthday. So that's how I knew which save file to go from. But so yeah, Kawashi is a bully. His mommy made us promise not to bully him anymore.
Mommy, baby,
Our cousin looks like a MILF. She's not a MILF.
She also
but
has a root.
yeah, so not surprised there. Kamoshida's trying to milk it with the broken arm thing.
That's right.
Everyone in the town has to be nice to him because his parents own the hospital. And then he said that's malpractice, you should sue.
Absolutely.
Akane. So we're going for Akane because she seems like the best out of the main 3. And then we, what did we do? We went out to the mountains with the cousin to go investigate. We found the well, we ran to Ruka. And then Kamoshida asked out Akane, and she turned him down. And now we asked her out, and she said yes. So we're going to go on a movie date with her, which is where we left off. Then the POV changed to Akane walking home, and she ran to Ruka. And then Ruka said mean things to her again, I guess. And then she was like, so I gotta get home, I feel like something's following me. And then that was the night before, and so now it's the next day of the day of the date. Which save is this one? So this is where part...
No, we don't get to talk to those girls.
Yeah, we talked to them the day before. They always show up, though.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna replay, for us, the stuff that we did 6 months ago. But since it was 6 months ago, we won't really remember. So it's fine. Oh yeah, and then I have to do a narrator voice because it's not first person. While rummaging through his dresser full of clothes that night, he realizes something.
I have no fashion.
There's still a few boxes he hasn't opened since he moved here. He can't find all his clothes. After emptying out his closet, he discovers 3 unopened cardboard boxes. He decides he'll spend the day sorting everything out.
I mean, if you look in your room, you have 3 things. You got a bed, you got a guitar, got some, like, math books probably, a lamp, and then your action figures.
Yeah.
You don't even have a sheet. Like, you don't have a blanket or any pillows.
Nice work, pal. Kyoji isn't a particularly neat person, but because the person he lives with is even more hopeless than he is, he gets the feeling that he has no choice but to be responsible. He finds his missing clothes in the second box, which he stuffs into his closet and his bed's drawers. But when he opens the third box, Kyoji freezes up. The box has the word MISC plastered on it. It wasn't packed by him, but by his mother.
Oh yeah, his parents are, like, traveling?
Something like that, so now we're living with the cousin. Because of that, he doesn't know what he'll find inside the box. He finds an old unfamiliar notebook. This handwriting is so ugly. Wait, that's my handwriting. Chuckling at his own words, he examines the notebook's cover. From the looks of it, it's an observation diary about a morning glory flower. The words First Grade Class 2 Jino Kyoji are written on the bottom of the cover in rough, hard-to-read letters. The kanji for Kyo in his name is written rather oddly. He recalls that he hated writing that kanji because it had too many strokes. Sitting underneath the diary is an album. He doesn't recognize it either. It's probably from before he even moved out of this town. Kyoji decides to... And we look at the notebook because that'll give us points for Akane. The other one doesn't give us points.
I see.
Check the notebook. This takes me back. What did I write in here? He starts flipping through the notebook. Most of the notebook's pages are blank, implying he didn't use it for very long. As he wonders to himself what he was doing back then, he starts reading, deciphering his old handwriting like some kind of code. This is... room. No, it's bloom.
This is normal fucking handwriting. How do you not read this?
May 3rd, we all planted morning glory seeds. I can't wait for them to bloom. May 8th, they still haven't sprouted. May 12th, they still haven't sprouted. Why not? May 25th, everyone else's morning glory is always starting to sprout, but mine hasn't yet.
What is this? This seems to be a record of when they planted morning glories at school, but the next few entries all seem to say pretty much the same thing. It does remind him of something. Some distant recollection tugs on his memory. He gets the feeling that soon after they planted the seeds, he got tired attending to them, so he neglected to water them. It only makes sense they wouldn't grow. He smiles bitterly to himself as he leaves through the notebook. He discovers a peculiar page at the beginning of June.
It sprouted, it did.
But the page looks like it was torn out once, only to be taped back onto another page. By now, the tape has turned yellow with age. It has not. Between the torn away paper and the tape covering parts of the page, the exact date is no longer legible. There's something else written there, but it's not legible either. What happened back then? Kyoji knits his brow, but he can't remember. Maybe he should ask Akane about it tomorrow. She was in his class back when they were in first grade. She has a tendency to remember annoying little details, so maybe she knows. Oh, right. I need to pick clothes for tomorrow. Kyoji puts the observation diary onto his desk drawer and resumes grappling with the cardboard box.
Good screaming show.
Dun dun dun. It's the morning of the day he's meeting up with Akane. In the end, Kyoji decided to just wear his usual clothes. He chews on some toast for breakfast. And then you gave her, like, Applejack Southern voice.
Okay. Well, color me surprised. You actually woke up on your own. You can't underestimate what a girl can do to a boy, huh?
Shut up.
You're gonna dress up after all that rummaging around you did yesterday. I was looking forward to seeing you all slick today, you know?
I said shut up and stop teasing me. Letting it slip that he's seen Akane today was a huge mistake. Now Yamiko's been like this ever since, endlessly teasing Kyoji and poking fun at him.
I thought her shirt just says my spirit on the bottom.
It says my spirit.
New wave of death, Neko metal.
Oh.
Even now, she's still cackling, opening the newspaper with a grand gesture that doesn't exactly suit a woman like her. I mean, if you're being so fidgety and innocent right now, whenever I'm gonna tease you, when am I gonna ever tease you if not in a time like this?
You know you don't have to keep teasing me about anything and everything, right?
Oh, but I mean...
Suddenly, Yamiko stops leafing through the newspaper. Her facial expression hardens in an instant. What's wrong, Yamiko-san? I think someone else got killed at the end of the last video.
Yeah, how many murders have happened so far?
I think 2, because episode 3, someone dies. Episode 4, we met Ruka, and then episode 5, someone else died.
Because there was scene, I don't know if it played yet, but it was like the family.
Yeah, that's the second one. So the first one was the like some office lady who was like coming home late. And then the second one was the
It's like
lady
a
that like
little girl.
slapped her grandma because she's like, your grandfather was at my bedside table, and the grandma sat at the table never talking. So she said that, and then the girl like smacked her with the purse or whatever.
God, I don't remember that.
And then she was walking home, and then Gore fucking chomps her bottom half, and then like sucks her guts out or something. Because I don't know if the first one really went into the death, or the second one went into more detail. And then we'll get to the third one after the date, which is where it gets the teacher, I think.
Yeah, it's the one that he's at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one I remember.
Yeah, so that'll be the third one.
Okay. But, like, in the start of the game, they were like, did you hear all those, like, middle school girls get eaten when they walk home?
Yeah. And then the beginning of the game, there's, like, a little girl that got killed or something, so there's a number of victims, but we've only been shown 2 scenes so far.
Okay.
I think.
Kyo-kun. Kyo? Like, Kyo Soma?
Yeah, Kyo Jesus Kyo.
Oh, gosh. Could you grab the remote and turn on the TV? I want to see if the news is on.
Kyoji does as she asks, turning on the TV and switching it to the news channel. What happened, Yami? His mouth falls open. Display on the TV screen is a familiar place. Isn't that just past the convenience store on the corner?
That's what it looks like.
Yamiko places a hand on her cheek and heaves an anxious sigh. She then gets to her feet and opens the large window facing the street before waving him over to her. When he does, he sees a tense situation developing outside. There, the neighbors are gathered together, talking with one another. There's a station wagon parked a short distance away. A parabolic antenna extends upward from the back of its roof, where some tough-looking guys are busily working around it.
Orthopedic underwear.
That's right, Tifa's. If you want to be a reporter.
And as such, none of the missing persons have been discovered as of yet. With the talk of local myths regarding people being spirited away, like the Ghibli movie, people are dying, the
Oops.
townsfolk are quite visibly anxious. This concludes my report on the scene.
Kyoji turns to look at the TV. On it, he sees the reporter approach a convenience store he frequents. Despite it being such a familiar neighborhood, it looks distant and foreign on the TV screen. Someone else went missing?
That's what they say.
Yamiko closes the window and returns to the table.
How very timely.
Huh? As Kyoji looks at her puzzled, Yamiko replies with a slightly bitter smile.
Don't you remember, Kyo-chan? You helped me out with this just the other day.
Her next statement helps him realize what she's talking about.
Yes, give me the flashback. I don't remember. Right now, I'm looking into legends here in Kurohito. The man-eating demon and the pillar of light. Oh, that's right, because she worked at an actual publishing firm, and then she quit, and then is working at a smaller one, where she just talks about, like,
With
mysteries
monsters
and
and mysteries and stuff.
for some reason.
Yeah.
The incident involved disappearances at first, too, you know. People said the victims were spirited away.
Oh,
The return of the legend, people spirited away in modern times. Nah, that won't work. Too inappropriate.
you're gonna give up on the article?
Of course not. My bosses would never let me, and a cult magazine can't pass up such a juicy story.
Kyoji understands that this is Yamiko's job. If he were one of her magazine's readers, he'd definitely want to read about a case that's making the rounds, and the more exciting, the better. But seeing a case that's so close to home get treated as just a story still feels off. Despite that, none of this really seems real, so he's unsure how to feel about it. It's like he's leading a normal life, but everyone around him is making a fuss. That's how the situation feels.
Kyo-chan, I won't say you can't go on your date, but make sure you don't come home too late, okay? I want you home before it's dark.
Got it.
And make sure you walk Akane-chan all the way home, understood?
Yeah. Kyoji nods obediently. He starts to think that maybe Akane was forced to stay at home. But just as that suspicion starts creeping up on him, she arrives where they agreed to meet up, albeit slightly late.
I'm sorry I'm late.
She appears.
That's right, her fucking camo fucking skirt.
This is her casual date outfit.
So ugly.
Gasping for air. Kyoji's taken aback because she's hurrying through the park, not in her usual school uniform, but in a different outfit.
Apologies if my voice is different. I don't remember what I gave her.
I'm glad they let you come after what happened. I was starting to think that they wouldn't let you go outside.
I had to. Take a lot of detours. TV crews kept asking questions. But when I told my folks I'd be with you, they said I could go, so long as I come home before sunset.
Alright, I get it. Pipe down, catch your breath. Akane tries to explain herself to him while panting heavily, but Kyoji cuts her off. He tells her to wait for a moment. He then gets her a sports drink from a nearby vending machine. Here, drink this and calm down.
Thanks.
Akane takes the drink without protesting and wantonly gulps it down. She must have been really thirsty because she drinks the whole thing in one go.
Finally all better. What are you smirking about, Kyoji?
It feels like I'm watching some commercial for juice or something. Do you have to drink with your other hand on your waist like that?
What, you got a problem with how I drink?
Not really, no, but you didn't have to run all the way here. I wouldn't have to gone home just because you were a little late, you know?
I mean, I can't just keep you waiting.
She says this firmly before laying out a little sound.
Oh, drat. I have to pay you for the juice. I'll give you the money. Just give me a second.
It's fine. I don't need you to pay me back.
Sorry, but I can't have that.
Come on, it's fine. Yet Akane still hurriedly rummages through her bag, looking for her wallet. Kyoji scratches his head awkwardly, then grabs her hand. Look, let's go with this. You don't have to pay me for the juice now if you pay for my drink when we have lunch. That'll make us even.
Fine.
So, which way to the movie theater? I'm not exactly sure where it is.
We have to take a bus. It's a short ride, though. They just built it last year, so the building and the screens are all really pretty.
I guess the old theater was kinda ancient, but I still feel kinda bad about it being torn down.
Yeah, it had a good atmosphere to it.
They chat as they walk together. This isn't their first time going somewhere together, of course, but this time they feel just a little bit closer than before. Just 2 days ago, they were talking about what movie to watch, but since they decided to go on a date on the spur of the moment, they don't know what movies are showing today. To that end, Akane said she would look through the town magazine to see what the theater is showing. She now pulls out that magazine from her tote bag while they're walking.
Whew, yawn. Oh, here's the right page. So what movie do you want to watch? Kyoji, they'll just see this one and this one.
Fine, I'll check. Just look where you're going. Kyoji yanks Akane by the arm, pulling her to the side before she walks into a telephone pole.
Thanks.
So, which do you want to see?
This one's on this page.
He leans in to take a look. When he realizes how close his face is to Akane's after doing so, his heart starts racing. Maybe he's imagining it, but Akane almost looks like she's blushing too.
Oh my gosh!
Some of the movie names she's pointing at on the page have been marked with a pen. One of them is an action flick, the other one is a thriller, and the last is a French romance flick oozing with calm atmosphere.
So, which one do you want to watch?
Let me think.
Let's watch Finding Dory.
Wasn't it Fighting
Yeah,
Nemo
Fighting
or something?
Nemo, I think.
The one in School Days. The action flick is kung fu movie that Kyoji had kind of been interested in for a while. But Akane likes scary stories, so maybe she would prefer to watch the thriller. And as for the romantic flick, this is a date after all, so maybe it'd be appropriate. And Akane's surprisingly weak to romantic stuff. As he weighs his options, she points at the page from the side.
Let's watch this one.
She points at the action flick. You sure you don't want to watch the thriller or the romance movie?
I mean, think about it. You'd fall asleep watching a romance. Plus, this is the one you want to watch, right?
No, I don't really.
You can see it all over your face. Come on, let's go.
With Akane pulling on his arm the whole way, They go buy the tickets. Seeing her so enthusiastic makes a smile grow on his face. 90 minutes or so later, the movie was pretty fun. The action was flashy, the CG was impressive, and the plot twists were exciting. There were some parts where he laughed out loud while marveling that they had the guts to go that far. While he was laughing, he thought to himself that having Akane sitting next to him, visibly enjoying herself too, made it twice as fun. Now that the movie is over, Kyoji walks through town together with her in high spirits. Some part of him already planning their next date, but he can't help but feel like that might be rushing things. You want to go see a concert next time? He eventually decides to try bringing it up. Akane immediately nods.
Sure. I'm so glad you asked. I've never been to a live concert before. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I really like the songs with a good vibe. You know, the ones you can dance to.
Yeah, you can dance alright. Everyone dances together. Kyoji nods profoundly. Jiving and headbanging is par for the course during live performances.
I love ballads too. Do they have any songs that are real tearjerkers?
Hell yeah, they do. Tearjerkers bring to mind.
Oh, I'm so psyched. It's a band like Mandarin Oven? Oh, Mandarin Oven?
It's my favorite.
It's a band like Mandarin Oven, right?
Kyoji very nearly falls forward. The band Akane mentioned is a hip-hop band that's been getting popular recently. Actually.
I love Mandarin Oven. I've got all their albums.
As he listens to Akane's enthusiastic gushing, he fearfully asks, is there any kind of music you don't like?
Why are you asking?
Just in case.
Well, I guess I hate heavy rock.
Figures. Kyoji's shoulders slumped. That's what he was afraid she'd say. Not just that, but she just called it heavy rock. Not heavy metal, but rock.
I mean, it's noisy. The guitars are just screeching, and the drums make my ears hurt.
Well, I'll have you know I like heavy metal. Kyoji whispers with his eyes downcast. Kane's mouth falls open.
Huh? What do you enjoy about that noise?
She probably didn't mean anything bad, but the crude way she puts it ticks him off. Noise? What do you find in your stupid Mandarin Oven, huh? Because I have no idea. Other songs sound the same.
No, all metal songs sound the same.
You
This
wouldn't-
is someone who grew up listening to that shit.
You wouldn't put mandarins in an oven.
Yes, you would if you want to make dried mandarin oven.
Who wants dried Mandarin Oven?
No, it's all your stupid heavy rock songs that sound the same.
Oh, shut up. You keep calling it heavy rock, but just so you know, it's called heavy metal. Metal!
That's stupid. What difference does it make? That's what it's called.
Well, there is a difference. They face each other, their shoulders rising and falling as they breathe heavily. Kyoji decides to give up on going to a concert with her. But just as he comes to that conclusion, Akane punches her own palm as if she just remembered something.
Right. Kyoji, there's someone I want to drop by. Can we?
Huh? Sure, but where are we going?
There's this place I think you'll like.
What's this place? As soon as they enter the establishment, Kyoji's mouth falls open. Akane smugly puffs out her chest.
They call this Heavy Rock Cafe. It's my first time coming in here, though.
For the umpteenth time, it's heavy metal. Metal!
It's called a heavy rock place.
Who cares? It's hardly a difference.
Well, rock is more like chill. Metal is more like the
Yeah!
you know.
They sit at an empty table for four in the corner. A waitress wearing a leather jacket and wristbands that are studded with rivets approaches them. Kyoji missed the place's name while he and Akane were going in, but the words printed on the menus state that this cafe is called Black Sheep's. An assortment of electrical guitars decorates the walls. There are also covers of records and CDs on display. All of them are from metal bands ranging from the world-famous ones like Deep Magenta to Japanese ones like X. Kyoji looks around excitedly. The place gives him the impression that the owner is someone he can get along with. He's definitely going to become a regular here.
Where's the baby metal, huh? I love baby metal. I saw them in concert.
Nice. I thought you hate metal, Akane.
I do, but you like it, right? The Times magazine said this place is getting pretty popular.
Huh.
It said some people even come here from other cities to check this place out.
Akane takes the magazine out of her bag again and flaps it in Kyoji's direction.
They say the person reading this story used to heavy rock column in a music magazine.
They messed that up.
And that's how this place became famous.
Kyoji raises an eyebrow. What? How many
What does
times
that mean?
am I going to tell you that it's called heavy metal? Not the fact that he just had a stroke.
I told you, it all sounds the same to me.
Then how about this? Let's assume for 1 second that you gained weight all of a sudden.
What?
When Kyoji points his finger at her, Akane flinches away.
What's gotten into you?
Consider this. If you ate too much and gained weight, there's a world of difference between someone saying you gained weight and calling you fat, right?
Fuck.
Both of those things mean your body weight has gone up. So it's really all the same, right? I could call you fat, and you'd be fine with it, right?
Jesus. Well, I mean, being fat isn't an insult. It's just- Hey, stop calling me fat over and over again, Kyoji, you idiot. I'm leaving.
Right. You don't like that, do you? Then never call it heavy rock
Well,
again.
One, you're saying it like an insult, and the other one is just a difference of terminology.
Yeah, his logic don't hold
Yeah,
up.
she's like, well, I just thought it was called heavy rock, and you were like, yeah, well, you're fat.
Well, you're fat.
You're fat. I never liked you.
You're fat. I hate you.
Someone's a little touchy.
Fine, I get it. I'll never say it again. That kind of stuff stings, so don't call me fat.
Did you say something?
No, and nothing.
I don't think you gained any weight for what it's worth.
So you did hear me. Are you ready to place your orders?
They were completely failed to notice the waitress coming over to take their orders. Kyoji and Akane both turned red in an instant. I'll have the fire fingers.
And, I'll have the soul crusher.
The waitress repeats their orders back to them and leaves, but Kyoji thinks he can see a smile on her face.
Jeez, she laughed at us because of you.
If it's anyone's fault, it's yours. So, forget that. What exactly did we just order? He placed his order without actually reading the menu properly, so he has no idea what's coming. Kane shakes her head, looking as troubled as he does.
Dunno, I don't have a clue.
Figures. And she took the menus away too.
Their names were pretty crazy, though. I just hope whatever those dishes are, they're edible.
I mean, this is a cafe, so they should be edible. I hope. As they wait for their orders to arrive, the two of them talk about this and that. They chat about what Akane's little brothers are doing, or what Yamiko is up to. Before they know it, the waitress returns with the dishes the two of them ordered in a hurry. The fire fingers Kyoji ordered is yogurt topped with both ice cream and fruit, then covered in finger-like decorations dipped in strawberry
I
jam.
figured it would be spicy.
Yeah. Akane's Soul Crusher is a sandwich full of super spicy mustard.
Ew.
The two exchange glances, then each put some of their order on the other's plate. This exchange makes it so they both get an equal portion they can both enjoy.
There's no mustard there. What are you talking about?
Oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah, mine's not bad either.
But why call it fire fingers? Some are like bloody fingers, like it's strawberry jam.
Good stuff, Akane. Bloody Fingers totally sounds like some band's name.
It's good. I think I like this place. Not only the music they play would be a little less, cacophonous.
You don't get it. The music is what makes this place good. Can't you hear these heart-rending riffs?
Really? What are you talking about?
Akane cocks her head, baffled. But hey, that movie was pretty good.
This isn't heavy metal, though. This feels pretty poppy.
Yeah.
And it was great. No, that's what I call a movie.
I guess. If the designs were a little cooler, it'd be perfect. Kyoji replies while sipping on the juice Akane bought him. She frowns at him in response.
Hey, that wasn't one of your monster movies, okay?
No, you got it all wrong. I don't like monsters. I like mutants.
What's the difference?
Kane seems to be in a good mood today because every little thing seems to make her smile. They talk about this and that for a while. Some part of him is relieved to see her smiling. When they're like this, it's like everything is back to how things were before he moved away. No, things were simpler back then. He thought of his Akane as nothing more than a friend. And then that incident happened. Don't flash back.
God.
Why do we always gotta flash back?
It's okay, they didn't show anything. So
I
you don't gotta
guess.
censor that. It's all good.
Okay.
Kyoji, what's wrong?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Yeah, why are you flashing back to when she got assaulted when you just stood there doing nothing?
It's every time.
God damn it.
His feelings must be showing from his expression because Akane peers at his face, looking at him with concerned eyes.
Am I talking too much?
I forget it because at first we thought, okay, he didn't do anything, but then I don't know if it was a different flashback or something, but we thought maybe he was forced to do stuff.
Yeah!
So they're both victims.
That's what it was.
So they both got victimized.
Oh no.
So I was like, oh god.
Sorry
I know.
for forgetting that you were also traumatized. Sorry, it's been a while. I forgot she was traumatized before you told me, so.
And I just remembered because that's why I had to censor out every episode. Well, that one didn't show nothing, so I was like, okay. Kane smiles uncomfortably, her expression mired with concern. You blabbering too much isn't anything new. I got used to that years ago.
Hold on, Kyoji, why are you laughing?
But Akane's smiling too, even as she says that. After that, Kyoji
Why
walks
was he
alone.
laughing? He was just remembering the assault. Oh, it's so funny.
He feels pretty good. The sky is clear, the visible stars are pretty, and a pleasant breeze blows by. He's glad Akane enjoyed it too. He never even considered hanging out with Akane like this before he moved away. It probably would have been weird. Back then, they would have had hardly anything to talk about. Some part of him was worried that today would prove similarly awkward. Finding out that wasn't true was such relief. He's glad to have come back here. Is this Ruka, you think?
Oh, maybe.
There's...
You look like you're having fun.
Huh? He stiffens at the sound of this voice. He sees a small, round object poking out of the nearby alley. It's someone's head, and it's giggling.
It's not an object.
He recognizes that voice. You're Yuka, right? She doesn't step out, though. Her head alone pokes out the alleyway, giggling and cackling at him. That's creepy. Come on out already.
What voice did I give her?
It was like... younger, like, I don't know, first you're doing ghost stories and you're like, well, I can't do that because this is the main villain. So then you gave her, like, a younger, sinister voice. I don't know how to describe it. It pisses him off. What's with this messed up situation? Stop fooling around already. Just come on out. Kyoji stomps over to her, extending his arm with the intent of pulling her into view, but Yuka's quickly pulls her head back into the alley. The moment he looks around the corner, he freezes up. There's no one there. He doesn't even hear any footsteps. The only thing he can find is a small puppet lying on the pavement. The puppet's head looks a lot like Yuka's face.
That's creepy. Hey, you're home. Was the date
Yamiko, who had come to greet him at the door, places her index finger on her cheek and gives him a quizzical look.
What's wrong? You look glum. Did you and Akane have a fight?
No.
Really?
Kyoji brushes past her. Yamiko looks through the open apartment door, peering at the sky outside.
Oh, it's dark already. Did you walk Akane-chan home, right?
Yep. He goes to his room and topples onto his bed, lying on his back. He's beset by the kind of exhaustion one feels after a great deal of stress, like after watching a horror movie or exiting a haunted mansion in the amusement park. The only difference is that the fear hasn't completely left his body yet. No, the terror is still there, sitting like a lump in the pit of his stomach. As long as it's there, it continues to fill his heart with a dark, swirling emotion.
Hey, tell me what's wrong. Really, what happened?
Yamiko approaches him, concerned. He considers confiding in Yamiko, but he isn't sure how to explain the emotions he feels when thinking of Yuka. After all, she's just a little girl. She's shorter, thinner, and weaker than him. She might appear in unexpected places and say weird things, but that can just be interpreted as a child's poor sense of humor. Most people would just think she's grown attached to him.
Kyo-chan?
He feels the mattress underneath him sink down. It seems Yamiko is taking a seat next to him.
Can you tell me? I think I can understand you better than most adults, you know. Oh god.
Hearing her usual tone relaxes him a bit.
You alive?
Yeah. Yamiko really isn't like most of the adults he knows. She's more free and unrestrained. She'll hear him out, even if it's about this weird, ungrounded, and inexplicable fear. Yamiko-san, But just as Kyoji tries to speak, his phone's ringtone plays in his breast pocket, telling him he's received a message. Give me a sec. Ah. It's from Akane. He hurriedly opens the text.
Today was fun, Akane. I have fun today. Thanks for walking me home. My kid brother keeps asking me questions. It's kind of annoying. You're so precious now that it's becoming too much to handle. Let's go watch a movie again sometime.
The hell's wrong with me? Kyoji cracks a smile. Her message is so peaceful and run-of-the-mill it makes him feel stupid for being so frightened.
Looks like you two made up.
Yamiko peers at his phone from the side and smirks at him. She looks like she thinks everything's alright now, but Kyoji figures it's fine to leave it at that. He finally, truly, and honestly relaxes. Okay, so...
And then this is the weird bit. Then I suppose the field trip is off then.
Yes, it's probably for the best. That's what the middle-aged teacher tells his wife of many years. His wife nods again and again, and then places a hand on her cheek.
I guess it's to be expected. What with all those weird incidents recently.
Yes, really. Just what kind of lunatic would do these terrible things?
Anyway, thank you for dinner, dear.
He brings his hands together in gratitude and retires to his study. With his plans for tomorrow's class having changed, he needs to prepare a different lesson plan. After their son moved out, there was a free room in the house that he could finally use as his own personal study. He immediately put the room to use, using it to smoke his cigarettes in peace.
Whoa.
This room is the only place in the house where he's allowed to.
Don't do that.
After having a smoke, he opens a folder, rummaging through it for past materials that might be of use. He's a veteran teacher who has spent over 30 years in this area. Due to his line of work, his posting often changed, but he feels a great deal of affinity to this land and to this school. By the time his career as a teacher really took off, he had already been assigned to this school once before. That makes it the second time he's worked at this school. If one were to combine the duration of his previous tenure with his time here now, he's been employed at this school for about 10 years.
Damn.
Many of his alumni live in the area, and while he can't say he didn't have his share of bad students, none of them were depraved enough to stoop to such terrible acts. Whoever is behind this incident must be some kind of degenerate from outside town. Some people say the town's insular society has a way of turning its citizens into criminals, but that's nonsense. Those people don't understand anything. He's always believed that's simply impossible. This must be the doings of an outsider. The big city drives people mad. The new student who transferred into Class 2A last week is a good example of that. Apparently he's originally from this town, but look at him now. After growing up into an adolescent under the big city's influence, he started trouble as soon as he transferred in. All these kids who stir up trouble and try to stand out must be inspired by the big city's bad influences. This kidnapper character is most certainly not a local. It simply can't be. This thought is what helps him protect his world. With this, his world remains infallible, without a single blemish or crack. People who would do such vile things can't possibly be around him. This is all the work of outsiders. You're stupid, don't you think so? Another voice fills the room, making the teacher jump. Yes, I do think so indeed. At first, he can't see where the voice is coming from. He looks around, but can't find anyone else in the room. As he looks around in panic, he hears the voice again. Over here! Looky over here! Who are you? How'd you get in here? But for some reason, the mysterious man lets out a rolling, high-pitched laugh in response. The laugh causes him to demand in a frenzy. What's so funny? That's philosophical. A very philosophical question. Yes, very deep. Quite profound. You're stupid. But the question wasn't bad at all. The way this person speaks is off. On closer inspection, he has 2 sock puppets on his hands, as if he's playing on some kind of weird performance. Yeah, person. That's being generous. If you ask me who I am, then I might be anyone, and I might be no one. How's that? Was that answer philosophical? Yep, that feels right. That feels oh so sophical. He's not going to dignify this by giving it attention. He bites his lip, disgusted. He's still confused, but at length, realization dawns on him. This is a trespasser. He makes for the door, intending to have his wife call the police. Whoa there! What looks like a black curtain suddenly drops in front of him. The man who was in the corner just a moment ago now stands right in front of him. You can leave, but there's a little something I need to do first. Yes, sir, must do indeed. There's something I must do. What? The man's eyes narrow in fear. Don't worry, I ain't gonna eat you. Old men don't agree with my stomach. Yes, indeed, I'm a gourmet. Yes, I am. But I'm still gonna pull a teensy-weensy little prank.
Okay, he totally possessed him.
Yeah, so now our teacher is Gore.
Oh.
But it still looks like the teacher, I guess.
Morning, Koji.
Kyoji groggily drags his feet as he shambles to the door, then greets her with a sleepy voice. Morning.
Why do you always have to be such a sleepyhead? Wash your face.
At this point, she can't even use the delivery of handouts as an excuse to come here, but he doesn't bring that up to her. They go to school together once again, speaking about this and that as they walk. As the school slowly comes into view, they spot more students walking together in groups. Akane pushes Kyoji forward.
You go ahead.
What? What's the big idea?
Just go. I think everyone already knows we went to watch a movie together, so it'd be awkward if we walked into class together too.
Oh.
Anyway, I'll come by class in a bit. Bye.
I mean, sure. Just the other day, she was complaining about Kyoji not wanting to walk with her, but today she's complaining about the opposite. He thinks to himself that surely they're probably way past that point already. Kyoji slowly pulls ahead of her. When he glances over his shoulder, he sees Akane following about 50 meters behind him. Her eyes are fixed directly on him. There's a faint smile on her lips, which makes Kyoji smile too. Dummy. Kyoji throws his bag over his shoulder and passes through the school gate. That morning is relatively peaceful. As soon as Akane makes it to the classroom, the girls surround and start teasing her. Kyoji occasionally feels the prickle of their gazes on him, but he tries to ignore it. Being self-conscious about it would probably just make him look lame. Although some of the boys ask him the odd teasing question, they don't make nearly as much of a fuss about it as the girls do. It seems like it's mostly because the guys are still afraid of Sadashima's group. For some reason, the 3 weirdos are oddly docile today. They're huddled together and whispering about something, but they keep their voices down and are uncharacteristically quiet. Sadashima himself doesn't seem to be planning to make any moves for now. He's holed up in his usual corner, sitting while surrounded by his cronies as always. Kyoji can feel the occasional glance he throws in his direction, though. And then this, you just did like a Junpei. Yeah.
Just ignore him, Kyoji.
I know. I'm not going to give him the time of day. Shinta gives him a concerned warning, but Kyoji replies calmly. During class and the breaks in between, Kyoji's gaze occasionally meets Akane's. From time to time, he realizes that someone is looking at him. Whenever he looks up from his textbook, he catches Akane looking at him from the middle row. Every time their eyes meet, she blushes and turns her eyes back toward the blackboard. The teacher even scolds her once for looking away. What the hell are you doing?
No, Kun! Gino, Kyoji-kun!
Whoa, yes?
Would you keep your eyes on the lesson? Now translate page 94 for us.
Okay. Not that he's one to talk, Kyoji thinks to himself. They have an off-campus excursion planned for class that afternoon. After Kyoji gets himself something to eat at the school store and starts talking with Shinta, Akane approaches them both. The other girls are all looking at them from afar and giggling. Maybe he's imagining it, but Akane's expression looks a bit proud.
It's supposed to be an investigation of the town. The teachers are gonna assign us areas so we can take a map.
There's a serial killer on the loose, and you're like, it's an excursion to go investigate
Let's
the
go
town.
see.
Like, oh, okay. Apparently, this whole matter was planned out the week before Kyoji transferred in. Seems that the groups are investigating each site
Oh, is this when they visit the well?
have already been decided on. This is where we go to the mansion.
Okay.
The well was with the cousin.
What are you gonna do, Kyoji? I think you're the only one who is in the group.
Well, I don't know. Which group are you in, Shinta? Shinta's gaze moves from Kyoji to Akane, then back again.
You know what? Or, you know that if I invite you, I'll just come across as the bad guy, right? Oh, no one said that. Plus, my group is all girls, so Kyoji would just feel awkward if he joined. I'm sure your group is definitely better, Maki-kun. But you want to be in the same group as Shino-kun, right, Akane-san?
Aoi cuts off Akane before she can finish.
Hey, Aoi, where did that come from?
Akane goes very red as she turns toward Kyoji.
Boys should be with the boys group, right, Kyoji?
Yeah. Spurred by her prodding, Kyoji ends up nodding in agreement. But things don't end up going that way. Regarding today's investigation of the city, it will take place as planned and the teacher is talking strangely. Kyoji exchanged puzzled looks with his classmates. However, there will be changes. Last week, you submitted a schedule, but it will have to be discarded. The entire classroom starts murmuring in confusion.
Sensei, what do you mean, discard the schedule?
One of the boys raises his voice, but the teacher ignores his question and starts passing out handouts with awkward, stiff motions. Your teams will be according to this list. Your designated sites will also be according to this list. Kyoji reads the handout that's passed down to him from the front seats.
So, like, did he just possess him, or did his whole body fit inside of a regular person?
That's
Like,
what I'm wondering.
He just
Does he
really
go?
he looks insane.
Like, teacher, you sound funny.
He's like, your body seems really wide, and you're like tall.
Or he's got puppets for hands, so I don't know if he's
Yeah.
like controlling them remotely. What is this paper? The group assignments were written in childish, crooked handwriting. It's as if the teacher wrote them with his non-dominant hand. And the spacing between each of the letters is weird too, so much so that it's difficult to read. Each letter is either too high, too low, or simply off from the ones before and after it. The names keep wandering out of the lines, meaning it's hard to tell who's in which group. On top of that, the groups have been given strange names like Happy Bear Group or Hoppy Rabbit Group. Incidentally, Kyoji's group is apparently called Brady Cat Group.
What's with these weird names? Well, I guess we're still in the same group, Kyoji.
Yeah, us and the other members are Akane, Aoi, and Kika. That's fortunate enough, since none of Sadashima's gang are in it, but Kyoji looks at the assignment, puzzled. Maybe he's reading too much into it, but the rest of the groups seem to have been organized either by alphabetical order or according to their seat numbers. So why is Kyoji's group the only one that's different?
But, Sensei, why can't we go into group assignments as decided earlier?
One girl raises her hand in complaint. A few of the other students murmur in agreement. Shut your mouth! The teacher slams...
Punches her. Shut your mouth!
We can teach the right way here. The teacher slams the textbook in his hand against the lectern. The girl who spoke up jolts in fright. Shut up, 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 shut up. With each word, he slams the book against the table again and again. He jumps up high behind the lectern, shaking his hand so hard his hair flaps around. It looks to Kyoji like he's headbanging to a concert. You will do as your teacher says. Good boys and girls obey their teachers. Yes, they do. Yes, indeed. If that's clear, then go. Go on out. Hurry.
Okay.
The teacher points at the door, frothing at the mouth.
Rabies.
Sashima's group is the first to stand up. Hey, let's bounce. I'm not playing along with this bullshit.
I'm
trust him.
This guy's clearly possessed.
See, he sucks and he's the worst, but you gave him a good voice. Because I like him.
Oh no, thanks. That's not good.
Yay!
Yeah, have fun with your loose bitch.
Oh, yeah! He fucking called her old, like, used up.
You're damaged goods, but I want to
God.
go out with her.
So gross.
He's the worst. So I'm glad you like the voice.
His voice is his only redeeming quality. He also looks like he's 73 years old.
He looks way too old to be in this class.
He failed a couple times.
Yeah.
He failed every year twice.
He and his flunkies ignore the group assignments, walking out of the classroom. After that, the rest of the students, although seemingly displeased with the affair, join up with their groups and leave. The girls approach Kyoji.
Let's go.
Yeah, good idea. They pick up their notebooks and writing utensils before getting to their feet. As they're about to leave the classroom, Kyoji turns around one last time. He sees the teacher suddenly look up like a toy that has had its spring freshly wound. He turns to Kyoji's group, his expression blank and his mouth closed, and waves at them the same way a small child might. Kyoji feels like he just witnessed something oddly forbidden. That thought makes him hurry out of the corridor and close the door behind him.
I wonder if he's exhausted or something.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Does being tired make you go off the rails that badly?
Well, my grandma always tells me that people crack really easily when they build up stress. What voice did I give her?
I don't know, because she's barely in it. You got quiet girl, protagonist girl.
I'm gonna make her British.
Okay.
I hope he has a good therapist.
Everyone chimes in with something, but it feels like none of them are all that convinced of what they're saying. Well, let's get going. We don't have that much time to do this. At Kyoji's urging, the group starts moving toward their designated spot. This place again? As they step onto the shrine ground, Kyoji lets out a heavy sigh. Their designated site, as on the handout, is near the Nishimori Shrine. They all agreed it'd be faster to cut through the shrine's grounds, and so they've ended up here again 5 days after their first visit.
Over here, Jino-kun.
Kiko waves at him. They go down a road leading past the main shrine building and onto a trail. If they go much further, they'll find the Hokora Yamiko investigated the other day.
Whoa, this is rough.
Despite being the most athletic among them by virtue of being on the soccer team, Shinta's the first to complain. Aren't you in a sports club?
My club wears me out plenty as it is. I don't need to exhaust myself doing anything else. I hope the slope should even out in a little while, so just keep at it.
Akane looks a little annoyed. Seeing her this way has Kyoji worrying about her even more. This area has some pretty bad memories for her and Kyoji after all. Seems like Akane hasn't forgotten what happened either. Kyoji looks away, feeling like there's a bone stuck in his throat. There's a blank map on the handout. The part that depicts the top of the mountain where the Hokora is circled.
Oh, wait, can you take out the colored pencils? Yeah.
When they reach the peak, Akane starts drawing the Hokora.
What else are we supposed to draw here, though? Doesn't look like there's anything else around.
But we can't go back after drawing just one spot.
Aoi says, nervously fidgeting around.
Maybe we should draw the trees or something?
If we do that, all we'll be drawing is trees. Though actually, if you go a bit ahead, there's this old well. Kyoji raises his hand to point it out.
Right, there's that.
It might be worth checking out. Should we? No one seems to be against it, and with nothing else to investigate, they end up going to the well.
Yeah, like, why don't you have a t-shirt shop running this?
Pretty
There's a serial killer around.
Yeah. Kyoji slows down and matches his pace with Akane, who's uncharacteristically hanging back behind the rest of the group. You alright?
Why do you ask?
Akane looks at him with an oddly strained expression. No, it's just, that well's around here and you were pretty scared of it.
Oh, what? That?
Akane's expression mellows.
That's fine. The well didn't really creep me out. It was more that girl Yuka. And besides, we're in a big group today.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. Kyoji remembers that it felt like it took a long time to reach the well the last time they came here, but this time it seems they reach it awfully quickly. He spots the familiar brickwork, well hidden under the shadows of the trees.
So, this is the well?
Yep.
Guess you could say, all's well that ends well, am I right?
Got him.
Wow, I didn't know something like this was here.
The well hasn't changed since the last time they saw it.
That's typically how wells work.
The vines they tore away from back then are still lying on the ground, wilted and dry. The concrete lid is still sitting slightly askew on the well, just as they left it.
An old well. How's this look?
Wow, you're really good at drawing, Misono-san.
Shinta says, sounding impressed as he looks at Kika's drawing.
What's wrong, Allie?
Aoi, who's been looking at the trees this whole time, murmurs in reply.
I can see a house over there.
A house?
Everyone's gaze follows Aoi's.
Oh, you're right. There's a house over there.
Without any of them really taking the lead, they all start heading towards it. It's a bit hard to see, but there's a proper path leading to it. The ground is flatter, and all the rough pebbles have been removed. At some point, flagstones started to pave its length. The woods open into a wide clearing. The stone-paved road leads to a large old-fashioned western estate. The facades and top-hinged windows are covered in vines. The gables have engravings on them, and the roof is covered in slate tiles. It's Kyoji's first time seeing such a large, fancy estate. Shinta's mouth hangs open.
Holy cow! I think it's the first time seeing something like this. Yo, did you know this house was here?
No. Kyoji shakes his head. He used to play around here all the time back when he lived here as a kid, but he never knew about this. Something feels off about this. It's possible that he missed the well, but the fact he never saw this large house once in all the years he played it around these woods strikes him as wrong.
Well, he could have just built it. And
Yeah.
then just planted trees, vines everywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
Akane seems to be thinking the same thing because she looks at it with surprised, incredulous eyes.
What the hell?
Uh,
Got like chocolate stain on my
oh no.
bird costume.
Man. It doesn't look like it's been newly built.
Definitely not. The place looks like it's falling apart. It's completely covered with overgrown vines. It certainly doesn't look like a new building. Most damning of all are the cracked windows and the rotting wood of the front door.
It doesn't look like anyone lives here.
Aoi whispers.
Yeah, it looks a little too run down for someone to live here.
It's cool though. Ruins are exciting, don't you think? I actually like looking at pictures of collections of old buildings.
Wow, I never knew you were into that.
Well, it's not like my hobby really. My mom and sister like to look at them a lot though.
As he says this, Shinta approaches the mansion.
Maki-kun, isn't it dangerous? This place might be falling apart.
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Shinta peeks in through a window. Kyoji, curious, follows after him. The window's glass is covered in dust, but Kyoji can still make out what's inside. Various old-fashioned furniture sits inside, looking similarly abandoned and uncared for. There's furniture inside.
Huh? So someone's living in there?
Akane asks curiously, following behind him.
You're right. Is this the living room? This place looks rich.
Looking around him, he sees Aoi and Kika are also standing nearby, peering inside just like him.
Huh? But if there's furniture in there, doesn't that mean someone lives here? You don't know that. You can find like old syringes and medical equipment lying around in abandoned hospitals, right?
Did you learn that from your sister's picture collections, too?
Yup, it's super creepy. Apparently a murder took place in this one hospital.
Hey, no scary stories right now.
Akane cuts Shinta off. You're the one telling me that? Usually you're the first one to listen to horror stories.
Yeah, but not here and now.
Excuse me. A feeble voice disturbs their conversation. An aging woman with a very emaciated face looks at them from the front door. She wears an eye patch on her hollow-cheeked, pallid face. She has bandages around her neck, a hunched back, and a crooked posture that only remains upright by virtue of leaning on a cane. She looks less like a woman and more like a hag.
Rude.
Jeez, narrator. Her sickly, injured appearance is unpleasant to behold.
Jesus.
She's ugly.
She's ugly.
Feeling uncomfortable about how they were just vocally criticizing her house, Kyoji awkwardly freezes up.
You are from the school at the bottom of the mountain?
Yes, that's right. We're sorry for steeping into your garden like this. We're on an assignment to draw a map of the area for class. We were passing by and thought your house was quite lovely.
We're sorry, we'll be right out.
Shinta hurriedly starts to leave, but the woman stops him with a strained expression.
Don't go! I'd like to invite you inside for tea if you don't mind.
Stranger danger, stranger danger.
The offer catches them by surprise. They all exchange glances.
We're in the middle of an assignment for school. We can't stay for too long.
The woman implores them, wringing her hands with a desperate expression.
I won't take much of your time. My, daughter says she very much wants to see you.
Daughter?
Yes, the poor thing, she's sick and can't attend school, so if you could, please.
She bows her head and again. The woman's age, not to mention her emaciated, sickly appearance, make it hard for them to refuse when she begs them like this. Akane turns to look at Kyoji with a troubled expression.
What do we do?
She asks him, "Why are you asking me?"
I don't know. I just feel like I should.
It's not just Akane, everyone's gazes are fixated on Kyoji. He isn't sure how or why, but for some reason everyone here is looking to him to make a decision. Why me, damn it?
We should check it out.
Yeah, I think checking it out gives points to... Oh yeah, there it is right there. It's that decision.
Yeah.
It's the last decision we made. So we're almost caught up to where we were.
Alright.
So I'll hit stop, but then we'll keep going with this episode.
Alright.
Boom.
I guess we should check it out.
So yeah, checking it out I think gives Kika and Akane points, and Aoi's points go down.
Well,
But that's
fuck you,
fine, because
Aoi.
this is Akane's route.
Fuck you, Aoi. Yeah.
I guess we can check it out. The lady seems pretty desperate. Kyoji eventually comes to this conclusion.
Yeah, and I feel bad for a sick daughter.
You're the one pointing at the house.
I hate kids. Maybe all she wants are friends.
Just for a bit, I guess.
Shinta asks, seeking approval. Everyone ends up nodding.
Please come this way.
The woman leads the group inside.
You think this old lady's the maid here or something? She said daughter earlier, though. I think she lives here. But she looks a little old.
Akane hesitates before finishing her sentence, but Kyoji understands what she means. She looks far too shabby to be the owner of such a large mansion. Her unevenly cut hair is much too short. Patches of her scalp are entirely bare. What hair she does have is grizzled, dry, and dull. Old bitch.
You ugly fucking hag.
God, the narrator fucking hates this character.
You're like, we really have to draw a whole spray for this bitch? Ugh.
Ugh. The clothes she wears are also concerning. Her cardigan is covered in lint and full of holes. She certainly doesn't look like this house's owner. Poor peasant. The rhythm of her footsteps and the clicking of her thick cane leave his ears ringing.
Maybe it's nursing fatigue? Her daughter's sick after all, and she's probably ill in some way too.
The three of them walk ahead of Aoi, whispering so the woman ahead of them won't hear them. It's an ominous hallway.
This is like the Laurel color palette. Got the teal eyes and then the magenta-y.
Oh. They pass through a large entrance hall, turn to the right, then walk down a corridor. As Kyoji looks around at the doors to either side, Shinta sidles up to him and whispers.
Hey, Kyoji.
What?
You know how in situations like this, the first ones to go are the ones having sex?
Huh?
I mean, in horror movies, it's either that or a scene where a woman dies in the shower.
Kyoji tiredly drops his shoulders. What are you talking about?
I mean, this mansion just has that feel.
Despite his reaction, Kyoji can understand how Shinta feels. It's dark. Kyoji thinks that to himself as he looks around the place. The mansion is quite impressive. Kyoji is hardly an expert on the topic, but even he can tell that the furniture and fixtures are probably very expensive. However, everything is covered in thick layers of dust. Nothing looks like it's been properly taken care of, as if no one has cleaned or fixed up the place for years. The stale air makes Kyoji feel like he can't breathe properly. It occurs to him that any sick people living here probably won't get better because of just how filthy the place is. Over here! The woman stops in front of a central door that's larger than the ones to either side. After she knocks on the door, response comes from within.
Come in.
She walks in first. I brought them over. Even though there's nothing suspicious about that exchange, at least on a surface level, Kyoji doesn't seem to be the only one that thinks that this is very strange. Everyone exchanges confused glances, but in the end, they walk in as well. As soon as he steps into the room, Kyoji's eyes widen.
Hello, Oni-chan.
Ah! They all uncomfortably settle on into the sofa. They sit on the oblong sofa in the middle of the room. Kyoji's sitting in the middle with Akane and Shinta beside him. Aoi and Kika take another sofa on the left. Sitting on the seat opposite of them is Yuka, her lips curled up in a sweet smile and her head cocked to the side.
Hey, Kyoji, who's this girl? A friend of yours?
Like I'd be friends with someone like her.
Jesus.
Yuka seems to shrink upon hearing Kyoji's spiteful words.
Hey, Kyoji, how could you say that? She's a little girl.
Kyoji wordlessly glares at Yuka, who suddenly brings a hand to her mouth.
I'm sorry. You're still mad at me, aren't you?
Her clear, large, crystal-like eyes well up with tears. Huh?
You hate me because I kept following you around, don't you?
No, Kyoji stammers, confused. It feels like all his animosity from before is drained out of him. Yuka remains seated, hanging her head like she's on the verge of tears.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just don't have any friends, so I wanted someone to talk to, but I didn't know what to say. I really didn't mean to be bad.
Small teardrops fall upon her fingers that are clenching the hem of her skirt.
Kyoji,
As a
don't
surge
bully a
of
girl.
guilt
That's rude.
shoots through Kyoji, Shinta elbows him. What was that game?
That was Danganronpa.
Oh yeah, that's right,
Hey,
Mikan.
Mikan.
It's like, God, you bullied a girl. What is
Not cool, Hajime.
what is this? Yuka really the same girl he saw from before?
Shut your trap already.
Are they twin ghosts?
Huh?
Nah, she's just acting.
You're an annoying busybody. What do you think sticking your nose where it doesn't belong makes you a saint?
Hey, what are you saying?
You're annoying, you know that. Everyone else just doesn't feel comfortable telling you that.
How can she be so docile and friendly now when she was so nasty the other day? Some voice in his head warns Kyoji that she's trying to deceive them. But seeing tears fall from Yuka's eyes, even as she tries to hold them back, gives Kyoji the uncomfortable feeling that he's bullying a child. Kane rises from the sofa and kneels next to Yuka.
Don't cry, Yuka. This guy, he's a little foul-mouthed, but he's nice at heart. He's not mad at you.
Hey, Kane.
Isn't that right, Kyoji? Right?
Kane looks at Kyoji, signaling him with her eyes. It's clear she wants him to just nod and agree. She's treating him like the bad guy here. There's one thing I gotta ask. Why'd you say all those mean things the other day?
I'm sorry.
I don't need your apologies, just answer the question.
Dino-kun,
Even Kika's expression, I think I just had to switch an area voice to the Kyoji voice because it's like fucking with my throat switching between them. Even Kika's expression darkens as she tries to stop me from questioning her. However, I refuse to back down about this. Yuka raises her tear-streaked face.
I was jealous. You're all such good friends and you have so much fun, so I wanted to pull a little prank on you. I'm really sorry. I won't do it again. I wanted to apologize, and then I saw you stop by my house, so I asked Mommy to call you over for me.
Yuka's apology is quite proper. The extent to which she goes to apologize causes even me to lose the urge to press her any further.
Will you forgive me, Oni-chan? Kyoji.
The pressure of everyone's eyes upon me feels like nails piercing through me. Even Aoi, who's usually disinterested in whatever might be going on, is staring daggers at me. Sticking to my guns when I'm the only person who thinks this way just feels stupid. Even Akane, who was the one who got offended, is kneeling next to Yuka and holding her hand. I have no choice but to say yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yuka beams at me, rosy blush on her cheeks. She really is cute. Everyone else stares at her, enchanted. Even I have to admit she looks as cute as those idols on TV. Yuka stares at me with a grin, looking genuinely happy.
Thank you for forgiving me. I'll never, ever say stuff like that again. Mommy scolded me afterwards. She told me I shouldn't say things like that. Right, Mommy?
The woman from earlier, who's been standing in the corner, nods after a slight pause.
Yes, that's right.
That said, looking at the two of them now, they don't look like mother and daughter at all. Yuka's cute as a doll, but next to her mother looks less like her mother and more like her grandmother.
Mommy, what about the tea?
Huh?
Yuka's smile deepens as she cocks her head.
Mommy, I told you to make them tea earlier. Did you forget already?
Right, you did. I'm sorry. I'll go make it now.
Yuka's mother looks terribly flustered by this. Her cane slips across the floor, causing her to lose her balance. Me and Shinta hurriedly get to our feet to lend her a hand, but she grabs the door just in time, regaining her balance.
I'm gonna catch her ugly.
She then slips into the corridor and disappears from sight. I furrow my brow. The way Yuka's mother panicked didn't seem normal to me. Why was she so flustered? As I return to the sofa, my gaze immediately clashes with Yuka's.
You know, despite how she looks, Mommy's kind of a flustered klutz. She's forgetful too.
Yuka brings her hands together and tilts her head.
You're on a school assignment, right? And you can't stay here for long, can you? Still, feel free to take a little break. I'm sick, so I can't go to school, and we only just moved in here. It's my first time talking to so many people at once. I'm so happy.
Me and the others end up staying there until just before it's time for us to head back to the school. Yuka eagerly tells us she doesn't have a father, and that she's lonely. That makes us all the more reluctant to leave. She walks us to the entrance hall, crosses her arms behind her back, then rises up slightly on tiptoe to gaze into my eyes.
Please come visit me again. I mean all of you, of course. Yeah, for sure.
Akane replies with a grin.
Bye.
Everyone starts walking back the way we came. I start to leave as well, but for some reason, my legs suddenly freeze up. I feel like I just heard someone calling for me to stop, almost like someone had tugged on me from behind. As Yuka waves at them, I see her mother standing behind her in the entrance hall, looking straight at me. The mother's eyes seem to cling to me. When her gaze meets mine, she parts her lips as if to say something. But... what was that just now? Even further behind her mother at the very edge of the hall, I see a glimpse of something like black fabric. Just then, the mother's expression changes. Yuka's mother goes completely pale. She walks, flees into the other room, tripping over her bad leg.
What's wrong, Oni-chan?
Despite us being the ones being escorted out, Yuka's mother walks off stunned. Yuka looks up at me curiously.
Did Mommy do something?
Yuka's eyes narrow. No, not really. Actually, is there anyone else in the house besides you and your mom?
No, there isn't. I told you earlier, it's just me and Mommy. Why?
It's just, I could swear I saw someone else moving around inside. It looked like the cuff of a shirt or something. Hearing that, Yuka brings a hand to her mouth and chuckles.
Mommy probably forgot to close the window. You must have seen curtain flapping around.
Right.
I swear, Mommy can be so careless. I'll have to give her a talking to.
Yuka pushes her hands on her hips in a theatrical display of anger, but her big round eyes twinkle impishly. She's going to scold her? I couldn't say that about my mom, not even as a joke. If I ever dared to say that, my mother would slap me in the face twice over. Sure, every family is different, but as far as parent-child relationships go, Yuka's seems to be pretty strange.
Kyoji, we're gonna be late. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll be going then.
Yeah, see you.
Now that we're leaving the place, we notice that the trees almost seem to form a fence around the perimeter of the mansion. The opening between us that leads outside looks like a gate. Everyone's standing there, waiting for me. Sorry I kept you waiting.
It's fine, don't worry about it. You were reluctant to say goodbye, right?
Shinta pokes me in the ribs. I poke him right back. Huh? As if.
Despite everything, you didn't want to say goodbye, did you? I mean, that girl, like, totally attached to you. I mean, you were the only one she was looking at the whole time.
Hey, Maki-kun, you can't say stuff like that. She's a little girl.
Kane raises her voice in annoyance, but Shinta shrugs. Yeah, you're saying she has a round. Every time they're like, she's a child.
Well, I don't know if you romance her, but
She'll
it's
just
like...
murder people.
It's you unlock it after you do one of these ones, I think. I don't know if you have to do all three or just one of them, but...
We'll get the mortar route.
We will see. Hello?
Oh, it's a hair here. I thought it was on your mouth. Due to the angle of it, it looked like there's a hair there. A moment later, Shinta sidles up to me, whispering so that Akane can't hear him.
I think someone's jealous.
Huh? Are you listening to yourself, man? I try to elbow him again, but Shinta dodges away with a chuckle. Aoi and Kika stand a short distance away, huddled together.
In the end, the map ended up just at the well. Being just the well, Hokora, and this mansion. There's nothing else here, though.
Yeah, well, I don't think the teacher can complain about this.
Still, I never knew there was a house around here.
Maybe it's one of those imported house things, like when they rebuild houses from overseas somewhere else. There were houses like that in one of my sister's photo collections.
As I listen to Shinta's merry chatter, I find my mind occupied by pensive thoughts. The imploring gaze Yuka's mother directed at me as I left is burned into my mind. Her eyes almost seem to cling to me. Despite her being an adult and far more mature than me, she had that kind of look in her eyes. What made her so desperate? Concern for her sickly daughter? Joy at seeing her girl finally make some friends? Anxiety from her uncertain future? Being a boy, I can't imagine how she must have felt. Even when she was serving them tea while they were chatting with Yuka, the woman seemed restless, fidgeting back and forth.
Poor Yuka-chan, though. She doesn't have a dad, and her mom looks old and frail, and Yuka-chan herself is sickly. She lives off in the mountains, can't go to school, has no friends. She must be lonely and miserable.
Kane frowned solemnly. Yeah, I bet.
To be honest, the first time I met her, I was really afraid of her. I mean, she said all those weird things, and when I met her after that...
You met her after that?
Oh, right, I never told you. Actually, a couple days after that, I saw Yuka near my house. She said something about how she wants to be happy.
Kane scratches her cheek with an awkward smile.
Looking back at it now, I guess I'm more of a scaredy cat than I think. I was terrified when she approached me, so I couldn't really say anything back to her. But thinking back on it now, I guess she just wanted someone to play with.
Could be.
I guess I shouldn't think too hard about it. It just makes me feel bad.
I feel the same way Akane does. Yet somehow, I can't quite shake off my suspicions about this Yuka girl. She acted completely innocent the whole time we were talking, looking as pleasant and adorable as her cherubic appearance suggested. At one point, Shinta even whispered into my ear that he wouldn't mind getting another little sister if she were like this girl. From Shinta, that's saying a lot, as he lives in a household dominated by the women, where he and his dad don't have much of a say.
Okay. But honestly, I'm a misogynist. I kind of relieved when they left this place. I mean, the house is kind of suffocating.
You too, Maki-kun? I felt the same way. I mean, it's a pretty house, but it's a really dark atmosphere. Maybe it's haunted.
Aoi mumbles.
Hey, Aoi, cut that out. You shouldn't say scary stuff like that. But maybe that's why things are so bad for them. You see it a lot on TV, like some lingering malice or the spirits of the elders or a ghost that's haunted the house curses the family with misfortune.
Oh yeah, you love those kinds of stories.
Namaki-san, could you please not say stuff like that? But maybe the house really is the reason both of them are so sick.
Hey, Misono-san, not you too.
I mean, the climate in Japan is different from abroad. Maybe the house's architecture is foreign and it's meant for a different climate. The humidity is different, or so it's very uncomfortable to live in.
Of course, the British girl would say that.
Yeah, you know, I used to live out in the depths of other places. So. Oh, maybe you're right. I guess it isn't healthy for them if the house is too damp.
We slowly start walking back. We pass through the gate-like gap in the trees. As we pass by the well again, someone calls out to me.
Hey.
It's a cool guy.
Do you want to be cool, guy?
I guess,
I'm
since you're
already
everyone
8
else.
other people.
A tall man sways to his feet under the shade of the trees. He's wearing a worn-out, filthy coat, and his face is covered in stubble. He doesn't look much different from the vagrants that sleep curled up in the corner of the train station. But me and the others see something about him that sets him apart from those people. His eyes. A pair of keen eyes is visible behind his sunglasses. Even with how deeply hidden they are within his sunken eye sockets, those eyes stare at me and the others with a sharp, severe look, as if piercing us through. His gaze is so fierce, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to stab us right then and there. It's like he's a wolf eyeing its prey. The man stands in front of us, looking at each of them up and down a few times as if somehow appraising
I
us.
think he has a root.
He has a root?
I think so.
Oh my god. His eyes seem to linger on Kika for an especially long time.
That's creepy.
Is he Kika's estranged father?
Maybe.
I guess if you find out what he is, don't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if he has a root.
She retreats a couple of steps, looking a bit frightened. Who are you? When I sullenly snap at him, Akane tugs on my sleeve. She shakes her head, making it clear she doesn't want us to get involved with this man. You kids, you just left that mansion. Was there someone inside? I gaze directly at him, refusing to look away. I get the feeling that looking away would somehow be admitting defeat. The others exchange confused gazes behind me. They're not sure they should be talking to this dangerous-looking man. Akane.
We were told not to talk to strangers. Everyone, you went into
We
a house
should
of a
have
fucking
not gone in the house of the
stranger.
old lady. Akane makes that assertion in a clear voice.
Oh, let's go, Kyoji.
I begin to walk away despite Shinta pulling on my arm. Told not to talk to strangers, eh? I can hear the man scoffing at us. Then you shouldn't be walking into a stranger's mansion, should you?
Kyoji, just ignore him. Let's just go.
He's right, though.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be walking into a stranger's mansion. Everyone walks away with hurried steps. We rush past the Hokora, down the staircase, and out of the shrine grounds. Akane only speaks up again once we reach the trail that leads to the shrine's entrance.
Who was that guy? He was so creepy.
I've never seen him around these parts. You don't think he's...
I drop my voice to a whisper while looking at the rest of the group.
Maybe it's him? The guy behind the disappearances?
We shouldn't jump to thoughtless conclusions.
Despite how scared she must be from the man staring, Kiko's remained calm.
I mean, he looks like the kind of guy who'd totally be up to something.
I mean, he does, but...
We go down the trail. The school comes into view between the trees. Alright, so that's where we got to.
Alright.
So, this is the first time you're seeing an audience. The first time we're seeing it in 6 months or 8 months. But now we're caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! So now, we'll be back to new things. I mean, this was new for you, but... And it was technically new for us since it's been a while, but now we're back to, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we're getting close to the Gore screaming show. Until next time, so long.
Farewell!